Located in Fairfield County, Connecticut, the city of Bridgeport remains one of the poorest cities in the nation. Although surrounded by an abundance of wealth, families rely on the generosity of others for food, clothing, and household objects. At 1490 North Ave, Sister Teresa Tremblay, director of Daughters of Charity of the Most Precious Blood, dedicates her time trying to meet the needs of the community. Determined to help the less fortunate, Sister Teresa looks and depends on the endless support from the community. Without the donations she receives and the volunteers who support her, the ability to serve the hungry and clothe the cold would sadly fall short. On top of all this, Sister Teresa operates Daughters of Charity Preschool, a school for children on scholarship or a minimal fee, so that parents can sustain a steady career. In the winter of 2011, Sister Teresa opened St. Ambrose Safe Haven Youth Group, dedicated to keeping the youth safe. Showing a genuine concern for her fellow man, Sister Teresa does what she can with what she has. Providing for the community, Sister Teresa doubles her efforts to bring joy around the holidays.
Listen to this. You will be getting your groceries today, November 10th. There will be no more food on November 17th. Since you will be getting your Thanksgiving baskets on November 20th. Thank you. They're not baskets. They're big black bags this high full of food.
Normally feeding anywhere from 50 to 100 families per week, Sister felt the warmth as donations poured in for Thanksgiving. Donors and volunteers from the community, Sacred Heart University, Notre Dame High School, and General Electric helped Sister collect, separate, and supply more than 400 families with turkeys and all the trimmings.
I've come to Daughters of Charity for almost a year now, and it's a beautiful thing. It's the most blessed thing. I mean, it's sad to say that some other people in this world don't understand that there are needy people, and for her to reach out, put her hand out for us, it's the most blessed thing.
She is a very subtle nun who loves to take care of everyone. There's no one she says no to, that's for sure.
You don't have to be Christian.
You don't have to be Christian, no matter what religion you are. She don't care. She doesn't care what you are. She's gonna take care of you.
Last Saturday just passed, I received a phone call. And the phone call goes like this. Sister, it's Mr. Brooks. And he's literally dying, he's got one to live. He said, I read my Bible every day, sister, and I pray for you every day, so God can preserve you for many, many more years to come to continue doing the work in the state of Connecticut. And then he said, sister, I should be gone by now, but I'm not. I'm alive, still kicking, thanks to you and the food you feed me every week. If I didn't have that food you give me every week, I would not be alive today, sister.
Not only by feeding the community, Sister collects lightly used clothing and furniture to help distribute to the less fortunate.
In my estimation, there couldn't be anybody better than her. She'll give you everything. She'll neglect herself from whatever, and she'll give it. If you're in need of something and she has it, you'll get it from her.
At Daughters of Charity, there are 2 garages that Sister has, legitimately garages, and she has lots and lots of donations. However, they are not organized, and all the clothes are stuffed into huge plastic bags. All the toys and books are just thrown on shelves. So what I try to do whenever I go there is basically just try to organize it and help disperse them amongst the residents of Bridgeport. If people are looking for something in particular, as if we were in Macy's or something, we try to help them.
Realizing that her community closet can only fulfill so many needs, Sister collects new toys from the community to provide more than 1,000 kids an enjoyable holiday.
So I'm just praying to the Lord that will be successful too. And we hope that we reach each kid that really, really will not have a Christmas unless we here at Daughters of Charity provide for them to have a Christmas. And for me to be able to provide for them to have a Christmas, it's thanks to the community support that have been collecting wonderful toys for me. It's all God's work all the way around, but it's God's work thanks to, again, I'm saying, to the public support.
Unable to deny a child a Christmas gift, Sister Teresa went out of her way to collect and restore bicycles for teens.
So, bicycle drive turned out successfully well, and the bicycles were very Came out very neatly, handy for the kids who ride bicycles to and to school and all that, and like to keep themselves busy riding their bicycles in the afternoon when they have nothing to do. They stay out of trouble and all that.
Not only providing for the community, she is far from neglecting her own class.
And then now we're preparing for Christmas, and the children are looking forward to Christmas because they'll be learning the Christmas songs, they'll learning it, and I'll be working with them in reference to Jesus being born, you know. It's just a busy time for them. It is, you know, and they enjoy Christmas here because it's just busy.
Although busy, Sister Teresa stays on top of the kids, helping them understand the true meaning of Christmas.
Because you have a lot of parents that come in here and they tell her, thank you so much for doing what you do. And I know because I see the children, Sister always makes sure that before they leave, she always gives something to the kids, you know, and the kids, you see the big smile.
Proud of all that goes on around her, Sister Teresa takes extra precaution to provide a safe and healthy learning environment for the kids in her class. Unable to gain funds from the state, Sister stands strong and does all she can to prepare her students.
Well, because we're Catholic preschool, we pray in here. Several years ago, I could have got a $70,000 grant, but because of the praying part of the program, I lost it. I would have to not pray in here. I would have to not do any Bible studies in here with the children, and I would have to say, we're not denounced my faith, let's put it that way, and I cannot do that. So I believe in what I believe, and the kids come here because the parents appreciate us teaching the kids the Bible, us teaching the kids the real values and the good values of life. So I'm not changing my mind.
Some of the kids actually come in and don't know English at first, and by the time they finish their year or two here, they're fluently speaking English. They know their colors, they know their shapes, they can recognize letters. Some of them can even write their name. It just depends on how well the child progresses, but they're pretty smart, really smart kids.
By the time my kids leave our preschool, it's a 2-year program, they're ready to read and write, and they're more than ready for kindergarten. They know all the basics they need to know to get into the kindergarten.
Provided a chance to succeed, the students in Sister Teresa's class go on and perform with excellence. Due to the lack of youth groups in the community, Sister Teresa opened the St. Ambrose Youth Group on February 6th, dedicated to keeping kids off the streets.
They were so happy that I opened up this place so they could come and find the Lord, find a safe haven to come to, which would teach them the difference about how to say no to the white stuff out in the streets, how they can become powerful and strong persons with the Lord, an advocate for the Lord and not for the little devil. And we are there to help the teens get off the streets and to teach them the right way it's supposed to be acting in our society. And if we can make a difference in teens' lives, it's a blessing. If we can save one teen out of so many, we are blessed that the program is able to open.
With each passing week, Sister Teresa sees her work as the number of kids in her youth group grows in size.
She's just constantly doing things to help our community, and that's important.
I do it because the public support is there for me. Without my public family, I could not do half of the things I do in the community.
Because of Sister Teresa and the support she receives, the less fortunate in her community gain a fighting chance. Reporting for Sacred Heart University, this is Alex Atkinson.